Hey everyone, welcome back to this explainer here on AI Tech Hub. I'm Techie. Now, in our last deep dive on LangChain, we looked at how to chain prompts together to build smarter, much more capable applications. And that was really all about connecting the dots. But today we're taking the natural next step. We are tearing down a massive, absolutely massive, concept in the tech world to look at the true anatomy of AI agency. We're literally going to fundamentally change how you think about the artificial intelligence you interact with every single day. So let's get into it.
So here's the big question for all you focused learners out there. What actually makes an AI agent different from a regular chatbot? Seriously, people toss these terms around like they mean the exact same thing. But, spoiler alert, they really don't. The difference under the hood is absolutely staggering. And understanding this distinction, it's completely crucial. It's basically the key to knowing whether you're just using a simple digital tool or interacting with an autonomous digital colleague.
All right, let's dive into Section 1, the vending machine concept.
I want you to think about a vending machine. You know the drill. When you walk up to one, you make a selection, you press B4, and boom, you get exactly item B4. The machine drops that exact bag of chips you pointed to. It's a one-to-one, purely transactional interaction. You ask for a specific output, and the system delivers exactly that output, nothing more, nothing less.
Let's really look at the reality of this model. You've got a fixed input, which results in a fixed response. There is absolutely no judgment taking place. Zero. There are no independent decisions being made. The machine doesn't pause and think, maybe they actually need something a little healthier today. Or, B4 is stuck. Maybe I should just give them B5 instead. No way. It just blindly executes a pre-programmed command. And honestly, a standard chatbot operates exactly like this vending machine. It waits for your prompt, searches its training, and spits out a direct response based purely on what you explicitly asked for.
Moving right along to Section 2, the personal assistant concept. Now, instead of that rigid vending machine, I want you to picture a highly capable human personal assistant. Imagine you walk up to them and give them a really open-ended command, something like, plan the client dinner. Notice what you're not doing here. You aren't handing them a super detailed, step-by-step script. You aren't telling them exactly what buttons to push on their phone, what numbers to call, or what specific calendar dates to avoid. You are simply giving them an overarching goal and letting them handle all the heavy lifting.
That capable assistant is going to figure out the necessary steps themselves, using a dynamic reasoning process. First, they act, maybe by checking calendars to find a suitable date. Second, they attempt to make a reservation. And third, this is where true agency happens. If the restaurant is fully booked, they observe that obstacle, decide on a new plan, and pivot to a completely different location. Right? They don't just shut down and wait for you to tell them what to do next. They act, observe, and decide. It's a continuous loop of active choices to reach that final goal.
Which brings us perfectly to Section 3, the anatomy of agency.
Let's map that real-world personal assistant analogy directly onto our artificial intelligence systems. On the left, we have the vending machine model. That's our standard chatbot. It is permanently locked into giving a fixed response to a fixed input. Absolutely zero independence. But look over on the right. We have the AI agent. An agent works exactly like that human personal assistant we just talked about. It doesn't rely on a single, fixed response. Instead, it uses a variety of digital tools to actively, and more importantly, autonomously, reach a specific open-ended goal. So the absolutely crucial point here is understanding exactly how an agent operates in this dynamic way. It receives a goal, just like plan the dinner. It is given a set of tools it can use, like web search, a calculator, or calendar access. From there, it decides for itself which tools to use, and it determines the optimal order to use them in. It runs through this constant reasoning loop. It acts, observes the results of that action, and decides what to do next. Act, observe, decide. If an ABI call fails, it observes the error and decides to try a completely different approach. It literally thinks on its feet.
And that, my friends, is the true anatomy of an AI agent. To put this into the real world for a second, imagine a customer service agent that doesn't just tell you your flight is canceled, but actually autonomously rebooks your ticket, secures a nearby hotel, and emails your boss that you'll be late. All by using that act, observe, decide loop. We are rapidly moving from tools that just wait for our commands to systems that act intelligently on our behalf. So as these AI agents become our autonomous digital colleagues, the real question is, what tasks will you choose to hand over and what will you keep for yourself? Think about that. Thanks for tuning into this explainer. Stay curious and I'll catch you in the next one.